all the aspects. But we need to also look at, the failure of the systems. The fact that the 4 refineries, which was one of the promises made by the current administration, that we were going to turn it around, is still not turned around, and we are busy talking about subsidies. And so when you are talking of subsidies, you are producing the crude, but you are not able to refine your own crude. You take it out and then you bring it in. The lack of capacity in the government itself to be able to turn this around. In the past, the strength of NNPC was the refineries. So how can you have NNPC without refineries? What are they doing without refining oil? Now we are waiting and thinking, okay, that will take, refinery will come and save us. But because it's in the private sector, it may come, and we're not going to, it may not reduce the prices of oil. We can have different issues, so we want to be able to look at that. Transparency and accountability. The corruption in the system is something that we still need to stress. Nobody is looking at the issue of privatization. There is no success story, no real success story that will tell us that privatization is the way. Have they been able to function? But we have to deal with the issue of the quality of citizenship. The quality of the citizens that are occupying all the positions in the different situations, in the different offices. Now we have so many vacancies that have been thrown out, isn't it? We have vacancies, all the governorship vacancy, presidents, the seat is going to be vacant, and so that's why we have so many Africans that are running after, that they are now campaigning. Who is going to turn around? Are we going to go into a time when promises are made again and they are not fulfilled? And so it's very, very important to note that what we have done here, and I'm really grateful to all colleagues that are here for the, thorough work that has been done by putting the cases before us and trying to align ourselves to look at suggestions. How can we look at things together and proffer solutions? But in no way are we suggesting that privatization is the key. We are asking the government to do their job, the leaders to do their job. The management of the resources of the country is one of the biggest responsibilities for those who are leading the country, and they are definitely not managing it well. And so lots of insecurity issues, but I think we need to, one of the areas that you are not even, that we are just sitting down and looking now, how can borrowing become a new way of resources, of revenue? Because you need to look at government property like your own property. Will you, when you are counting your own income, will you put up borrowing as your source of income? And then they are putting moratorium. And as at last year, I think as the year was ending, we had like $89 billion that was the debt of Nigeria. And now we are huge, how can the government live on borrowing? And you say you are going to bring in investors. The national grid is collapsing. Who is coming to invest in your economy? The roads are not there. Many roads, roads are infrastructure. It's so, you go to roads, I wonder the transport workers, I don't know, transport owners. There are no roads and you cannot do any emergency quick fix of roads for vehicles to pass. It's a punishment to be a trailer driver. So we are just calling on all ourselves. We are looking at diaspora. Diaspora, the remittance has shown here by the reports that is even what we are earning for remittance is more than the oil. But what that is also saying, Nigeria is not lacking in human resources. What many people have done before, when we were in school, we were in school with so many, we were taught by teachers from India, from America, they qualify their citizens and allow them to go out. But what are we doing? When they say doctors are gathered in one embassy, massively, everybody is running to there. If you can qualify them, and that's why we are worried that person is on strike and things are going on as usual. If you invest in your education, qualify your own citizens, invest in the human capital, if you cannot utilize them, allow them to go out. Remittance is a source of income as well. I want to thank you.
Okay, so